Okay, we should be ready to go and rolling.
Uh,
Can you be nice and just. He never wants to sit with me. He never wants to sit with me. I don't
oh
get
no.
it. I don't get it.
Kitty!
Yeah, kitty. Yes. So the first thing we do before we get rolling is just a simple mic check. So just make sure, like, you sound good and you're not like super loud or super soft. So just babble on about something. Say something about animals or anything.
Yeah, my dog went back on her place, I suppose. Like she went where I told her to go.
Yeah, well, my boy's only a year old now, so it's kind of hard to get him to do what I want him to, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's also a cat.
Oh, trust me when my boys over there were still alive, they always responded to me, always. Or as per usual, the one thing they always respond to is this.
Ah, yes. Oh, wow.
See,
That was
super
really
quick.
fast.
Yep, see, super
Oh,
quick.
you have to give him a treat then.
I will.
Oh.
All right, is everything sounding good now? Hopefully it is.
Hopefully.
Hey there,
It
little
sounds good
demon.
on my end, but I'm listening through Discord, so.
Yeah, I'm just talking to chat, see if everything sounds good on their end.
Ooh.
Yeah, I gotta love this karaoke mic.
Oh, that was on purpose. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is on purpose. Okay, I think we're good to go. So, Savvy, are you ready to start?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the fellow pokeNERDS of the world, welcome to the pokeNERDS Incorporated podcast, the Pokemon exclusive podcast just for us pokeNERDS to sit down, relax, and get to know other fellow Pokemon content creators in the Pokemon community. I am your host, your man Spence from the Poke Network. And ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know the guest of honor today, allow me to introduce you to her. She is the first doctor to be featured on the show. And by doctor, I mean a full-blown animal veterinarian. I have much respect for veterinarians, so you got brownie points from me. And on top of
Poor
that, she's a
cat.
shiny hunter that hunts shinies based on said animals. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to pokeNERDS Inc., the one and only DrSavvy!
Hi.
So I already said this before, but Savvy, I want to thank you again for taking the time out of your day to sit down with me and let me pick your brain on what makes you the Poke nerd that you are, and for being interested to appear on said podcast in the first place.
Well, Tom didn't give me much of a choice. He's been hounding me about it for so long, so.
Tom didn't give me much of a choice.
It's
Yeah.
just blame Tom, honestly.
Yeah, blame Tom. Tom's definitely helped me out this season. So for those of you that don't know, Dragon Tamer Tom is the official CRO, Chief Recruitment Officer for pokeNERDS Inc. He's helping me recruit nerds this season, and Savvy was one of the nerds that he recruited this season. So we're happy to have you.
So much.
well, regardless, we're happy to have you. We're happy to have you here, Savvy. I'm happy to have you here.
Hi.
But yeah, like I said, hey, you little shit. Always being naughty. But yeah, like I said, I got a huge respect for veterinarians because when it came time to take care of my boys, vets always worked with me. So I'm definitely a lot better than the human doctors. I will say that for a fact.
Thank you. Don't like them either.
I fully agree with you. But outside of that, let's actually officially start the interview. So what I like to do is give the guest and myself an opportunity to formally introduce yourselves, explain what types of content you produce, and a retrospective of your Twitch journey, like what got you into it, when you started, and where you are now. So just like the ball's in your corner, dribble.
Okay. Well, like you said, yeah, I'm a veterinarian. I got into Twitch I think about 4 or 5 years ago now. Um, it started really weird. My brother and I were both home from a a school break, and he was watching A Drive doing the shiny teacup hunt, and I hadn't played a new generation of Pokemon since Gen 5. I started doing college and high school, and I just decided I was going to dive really deep into school, graduate early so I could go to vet school. Um, and I was like, hey, that looks fun. And I just kept pestering him and sitting behind him watching. And while he was trying to do the same hunts, that eventually he just gave me his Switch and said, here, you try it, leave me alone. Um, and I started playing Sword and Shield, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. I have missed this. And then I kept taking his Switch. So he gave me a Switch for Christmas so that I stopped stealing his Switch and made me make my own Twitch account. And so that's kind of where that started. I had no intention of streaming whatsoever when I first started, but the more I spent time with just a couple of like Twitch streamers, I met a few college students. I met people like Tom and Tavi, who doesn't stream a whole lot more. And I was like, this looks like a lot of fun. Like, I bet I could try this. And I didn't know how to talk to people. Terrified of people, didn't know how to do jack squat. And I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. Why not? And it just kind of took off from there. I started out just doing shiny hunting on a tablet, so it was really really scuff. The first stream I ever did, I managed to like short circuit my laptop, electrocute myself, and kill the Wi-Fi to my house. So we have come a long way. Yeah.
What? That's a first.
Yeah, it was really bad. It took me a good while to get the Wi-Fi back into my house. I'm really not sure still how I managed to kill it because the modem was in a different room. And thankfully, my then fiance, now husband, was the only one watching that stream, so nobody else witnessed it. It went really badly. It lasted about 30 minutes, and then it all just died. And just shocked my fingers. Had to pull my finger back out of the socket. It's okay. It's cool. We're so when I say I'm really bad at technology.
Don't stick your finger in a socket.
It wasn't on purpose. I was trying to unplug it, and then as it unplugged, my other finger went forward, and the plug came out, and my finger went in. So.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah. We've come a long way. The more that I streamed and the more friends that I made, the more I really liked it, and I think it really gave me a lot of, believe it or not, personal skills. Despite being on the internet, so it really helps me a lot in my everyday life. Being able to talk to clients, it's kind of taken that big wall away from me. I did a lot of shiny hunting. The better my technology has become, the more I've started doing different things. I still mostly shiny hunt, but I'll do Genshin every now and then. Now that I actually have a computer that can handle it. Sometimes we'll do Animal Crossing. There's always pets on my stream. That's Grace, my Labrador. I've got a lot of animals, so we constantly see them on the stream. Right now, we're doing Sundays with Tom and Kenny because they're forcing me to finish my Shamey hunt because it makes me so depressed that I am the hedgehog lady. I have a hedgie named Shamey. I dyed one of my hedgehogs to match the shiny hedgehog, and it won't shine for me. So I won't do it on my own. So we're doing that every Sunday, and then just random shiny hunts on Mondays.
I was about
where we're at right now.
I was about yay close to dyeing my hair purple because of that stupid Darkrai hunt, but that was actually a little secret that I kept to myself.
Yeah, no, I made a challenge for chat, and I dyed my hedgie that I named Sky after the Sky form of Shamey. Kind of a Sonic-y blue that then faded into this mint green, and that was 3 years ago, and she is still partially blue. I have since learned that hedgehog quills, while hollow, will hold on to color dye, and it doesn't wash out at all.
Interesting.
It came off her skin, came off her fur, because it was just temporary like poodle dye for the people that decorate their poodles.
Yeah.
And it doesn't come out of hedgehog quills at all.
That's interesting. Never heard of that.
Yeah.
Tell the number savvy. What's the number?
Oh, about like my pets?
No, I think they meant the number of encounters.
Oh dear. What am I? I'm almost at 13,000. I'm like 200 away from 13,000.
Ooh.
And so that'll be later this evening. I will hopefully not make it quite to 13,000. Otherwise, my drinks might need to be a little stronger.
I'm surprised I didn't go to alcohol for my Darkrai hunt, but alas, I guess I was just we're just gluttons for punishment.
Yes, shiny hunters are the definition of insanity. We are
No,
doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results.
no, I think what we are is the definition of a masochist.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, it is a lot of pain unless you actually
Indeed.
get shinies, which my luck has not been the best. Since I had like a really good stream of luck, but after I got my really lucky full odds Palkia, it just it's tanked since then.
uh, don't worry, your luck will turn around. If mine can, yours will.
In 2 years.
1
Oh
year,
well.
9 months, 3 weeks, 1 day.
I mean, I've been hunting the Shamey. Granted, I've taken breaks because it makes me so sad, but since the day it came out, which was like over 3 years ago, yeah, yeah, I've like the day that we were able to get the letter, I got it and started the hedgie hunt. Like I was streaming that night, and I was like, I'm gonna get it set up. I did it, and I have been doing it ever since.
Yeah, that's the same thing I did once I got access to New Moon Island or Darkrai.
Mhm.
Ugh. Even I still have chills down my spine about that. Uh,
Mhm.
but anyway, for those of y'all who don't know who I am, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Spence. This is the Poké Network. What started my content creator journey started on YouTube as well, but I watched more of M&J TV than I watched A Drive or anyone else
Mhm.
on that front. And I always saw people doing these Nuzlocke challenges and shiny hunting streams, and I'm like, oh man, this stuff looks like so much fun. I really want to try and get into this. I really want to. I'm inspired. I feel like I really want to do this. So
Mhm.
so what I did was I actually emailed MJ TV, and
Oh wow.
I honest to God did not think that I would get a response, and all I said I was like, "Hey, I love your content. I love what you do, man. The reason I'm reaching out is because I don't really have anybody else to talk to about this kind of stuff because no one really understands nerds. So I asked for some advice on how to get started on like being a Twitch streamer and whatnot, and to my surprise, he actually responded. So I'm honest to God person. So thank God for that. And
Wow.
so that was in 2019. I didn't start streaming until 2020, and once
Okay.
I was able to fully invest in a startup PC. And once I got my PC, my startup PC up and running, I started doing shiny hunting, and I did it for a little bit, but I didn't really know how to integrate into social media and whatnot, or like put myself out there, because I went into Twitch completely blind, because I didn't really know
Yeah.
anybody. I didn't really know anybody.
Ah,
I didn't know anybody. Nobody knew me, and I was just a ghost out here. So
that makes
what I
sense.
did, yeah. So it took me a little bit to get affiliated, but once I did, the ball started rolling. I started doing more randomizers and challenge runs. I did a lot more shiny hunting, community hunting events, and of course started my own podcast series where I've gotten to know my fellow creators during my almost 5 years on this platform. Come this June,
Yeah.
I've been on Twitch for 5 years.
I guess I've been streaming longer than I thought.
Yeah.
Huh. I think I started around the year of COVID as well. Oh well, you know what? It's a blur. My brother did the same thing you did. That he started like he's like, oh, this was like after I'd been streaming for almost a year. He's like, I'm gonna do that, and he only lurked in chats. Like he hadn't made any friends yet. But in from when I joined Twitch and when I actually decided to start streaming, that prior 6 months, I had spent time building friends and talking to them. And I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about joining you guys. What kind of cameras do you like? Asking people. So when I actually started, aside from the really first really bad stream, I had people that showed up like almost immediately because I
Uh
had
huh.
friends, and so I hit affiliate within like a week because I had people that were like, "Yeah, let's go." And then after that, that's when like the struggle came. But I was like, I'm not gonna. I'm on a student budget, so I had my tablet. I had a $5 camera, and that was it. I didn't have a microphone, headphones, jack squat. I had a tablet and a $5 camera. I was like, let's just try it.
Yeah,
But
I feel all that. Um, I started with a one monitor setup with a crappy camera that like you could hear like autofocusing and whatnot, and
mhm,
I used the mic off the camera, and like even then I was still like blind about what I was doing. Uh, like yeah, that was also my Achilles heel in my early stages because I didn't really make enough friends and nobody in the Pokemon community really knew me. So it wasn't until like 2021 I started meeting new people, meeting all my friends. But in all fairness, I wouldn't change my journey the way I've done it. Like if I go back and change a few aspects of my journey, I wouldn't because I've met some of the greatest people I've ever met in my life uh, in the journey that I have had. So if it went any other way, I probably wouldn't have met them or me being part of their lives the way I have been. So I definitely would say like if somebody told me, hey, if you could redo your Twitch journey, would you? I'd say no because I'm content with where I am and I'm perfectly happy with the people that I've met.
I respect that.
All right. So, where did the name DrSavvy come from?
Oh, that's what people call me in real life. Like that's real easy.
Wait,
um,
you're legitimately DrSavvy? Okay.
my my first name is like that I made in Twitch because I like when I said I had no intention of streaming, I mean it. So very few people are still around that know or remember my original username was the name I had for my dog who has now passed away. His name was Jacob Puppyman, and his nickname was the Big Man, like DABIGMAN, and that was my username. So everybody for the longest time thought that I was Jacob Puppyman and that I was a dude. And eventually, when I decided I was going to change my name, I had to break it to everybody that I was actually a chick. My name was Savvy, and Jacob's my dog. I was like, I should probably stop going by Jacob for now. That was about 4 months before I started streaming. I was like, I need to actually be me. But yeah, so I just like decided to actually go by my actual name. So yeah, I'm a doctor. My name is Savvy, so I am Dr. Savvy. Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's the second time or I've known that to like the I've had it's Colleen on the show because her name is pretty straightforward because it's Colleen. So I didn't know that DrSavvy was your actual doctor title. So it's like okay, I knew the doctor must have come from the veterinarian side, but I didn't know Savvy was like your actual doctor name. So
Yep.
you're now two of a kind.
No, my friends started calling me that while I was in vet school to really like pump me up, like I'm gonna get through it. And I was just like, okay. So most of my friends either even in real life they'll call me Savvy or they'll call me Doc. Like I go by both on and off stream. Makes my life simple.
I feel you there. Like whenever people see me, most of them know me by name now because you know when people see the Poké Network, they think they're oh hey Poké or hey Network. I like when people actually call me by my real name because I feel like the Poké Network is just a generic name for my channel and I guess my brand. But when people call me Spence, it's like, oh man, like you take the time to learn my name. I really appreciate that. But
Okay.
but speaking of my name, the Poké Network is not my original username.
Okay. I'm not alone here.
Yeah, I think Tom knows about it too. My original username was S Poké Network.
Okay. I feel like I remember seeing that at some point.
Yeah. So what happened? So yeah. What happened there was, um,
Yeah, there you go. I remember seeing that around before, but
yeah.
it's been so long.
But yeah, I dropped the S and put the V in like 2023. But before that, I was S Poké Network, and the reason why that was because when I knew I wanted to become a Twitch streamer, I knew I needed like I wanted Poké to be my username so people would know that I'm like a Pokemon guy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I put network in there because in college I went for business administration. There's a lot of classes that involve group work, so had to network with a lot of my fellow college students, and I'm like, network. So Poké Network just kind of stemmed from that. And of course, when I put it into Twitch, it's taken. So the only reason I put the S in front of there is because it's my first initial, because my real name is Spencer. So it'd be I guess if I had to lengthen, it'd be Spencer Poké Network. But I just put S Poké Network.
Okay.
But the reason why I changed it is because Twitch doesn't allow you to use hyphens, and I hate underscores. So everyone mispronounced my name. Because
That's Spooky Network. Ugh.
every time I hear it, I cringe.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. Even Pokemon related people mispronounce my name. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
I got
People that should know it.
I know. I just got so sick of it, and then I finally changed it, and it's been a positive change ever since because people can identify me, and the fact that even people that I don't know will say, "Oh, it's the Poké Network. Welcome in." Oh, jeez,
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm yawning. But
Happens
yeah,
to me all the time on stream.
that's how I got my start. Before we get to the next topic, just give me one moment.
Yeah, of course. He moves fast. 2 days to. Oh, wisdom teeth. Oh, Raphael, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I hated getting my wisdom teeth out. That's the worst.
Oh, I was stupid and I got two out. I got two out at once, and then two the next time. I should have done all four at once.
I didn't have a choice. I did it. My parents had me get my wisdom teeth out right before going into freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
Like it was like the week before, and so when I went in, of course my face was like puffy and fat and all that, and so my parents have this thing in our house. It's a picture like every school book photo. And so it looks like between 8th grade, 9th grade, and 10th grade, I gained and lost 100 pounds because it's only from like the shoulders up. And my face
Yeah.
was so swollen that it looked like I gained a lot of weight.
Yeah. You should. Yeah, but you should have seen what it looked like during my freshman year of college. Ugh. All right. So.
Oh, boo-boos.
All right.
Big hugs.
Huh?
Big hugs for Castro.
Yeah. He's a trooper. He'll be fine. All right, so with the formalities out of the way, let's get into the nitty-gritty details on what makes you the Poké nerd that you are. So, Savvy, I think I can clearly see it. What is your favorite Pokemon and why?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So most of the artwork is either stuff I did or some of it was done by um, some of our people from chat, some of my friends, or the one that's directly above me, the one that's the shiny Hedgie next to the Eevee puzzle that we both have. That was done by
How
Mama
big?
Turbo.
How many pieces is that puzzle?
It's the smaller version. We did the bigger one, but it was missing a piece, and to compensate us, they sent us a smaller one.
Look behind me.
Yeah, you got the big one. That's the first one we did, and but ours was missing a piece, and they wouldn't send us the big one as to replace it. They just sent us a small one.
Wah wah wah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
but I love Evie a lot, and I love Shamey. My husband actually calls me Evie. He says I am tiny and adorable, and gives me the right
Aww.
situation or the wrong one, I can become one of many powerful monsters you don't want to cross. And so he calls me Evie. uh, you never know. But then I love Hedgies. I love my hedgehog so very, very much. If you want, I can even grab Hedgies. And so Shamey is my other favorite because it is just the perfect tiniest little hedgehog, and I love it, even if it doesn't love me back in its shiny form.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Darkrai used to be my first favorite Pokemon of all time. But after my current favorite stepped into play, it became my second. But then after my Darkrai hunt, it became my third. So
Fair.
it's definitely downgraded. But
Yes, I mean I still love Shamey. It just doesn't love me back.
yeah, that's what I said about Darkrai. But yeah, I hold no secrets. My favorite Pokemon is Obstagoon.
Okay. I think I have a different friend whose favorite is Obstagoon, but you're the only other one that I know of.
Seth, that's funny.
Like, Americans for the same reason.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you didn't go to bed at a reasonable time. Hey, look, okay. Sometimes you just gotta fall asleep on the couch with the dog.
I feel that. But yeah, Obstagoon's is a pretty menacing looking Pokemon. One of the most honestly one of the most menacing Pokemon I've ever seen. Super cool. Love the color scheme. Black and white. Love the color scheme.
Mhm.
Then on top of that, when I finally got to use it in Sword and Shield, like I just like this thing was an absolute monster. It was a tank. It's so defensive. It's defensively strong and it's so offensively strong. It's sort of like a perfect mix for me when in terms of offensive defensive capabilities. And when I got around to starting the channel and I wanted a Pokemon mascot, I went with Obstagoon because no one was using it at the time, so I figured I'd become the Obstagoon guy that people know. And on top of that,
Fair.
I didn't want to use Darkrai because Patters was using it as like a co-mascot, and I didn't feel the need to copy anybody. And I've
Mhm.
gotten to the point that I have gotten the entire line tattooed on my arm.
Ooh, all right. Very nice.
Yeah, it's not done yet, but it's pretty damn close.
How many more sessions do you think you got?
About one more.
That's not too
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, and that'll be in April. So hopefully I can scrape the funds for the last session.
I don't know if I could sit for that long for that big of a tattoo. Mine are much smaller than that.
Well, we could have done more at the last session, but my skin was flaring up big time with the red ink that was pouring in.
Ah,
So yeah, we never know about that. Okay, so what about your favorite shiny Pokemon? Is it Shaman or is it something else?
I still love shaming. It just it does not love me back. That one's one of my favorites. I think my other favorite, I really like Shiny Umbreon just because I really like the way that the blue like pans out and then the color change of the eyes. I know it's not a huge change, but I really like the way it looks. But Shamey is also it's still my favorite despite it hating me. I think out of some of the ones that I've gotten, I really like I think Shiny Wimpod's a really cool one because it looks like it turned into an actual vacuum cleaner because the purple just doesn't look realistic. Um, and then I think out of any other ones I've gotten, I haven't gotten too many honestly. My shiny look has been horrendous. I do like the way Eevee looks; it's a little bit more subtle, but I think Shamey and Umbreon are probably my top two just because I like them so much.
Fair enough. Umbreon's my Umbreon would probably be my third favorite shiny.
Okay, see, it's up there. It's a good subtle because like they change it to something drastic enough that you can really tell, but they haven't changed like the core nature of what Umbreon looks like, which is why I really like it.
Definitely. But yeah, I mean, if it wasn't Umbreon, it would probably be
Mm.
Rayquaza. But if it wasn't, but Rayquaza is not my favorite because Greninja is my favorite.
Ah, my friend Love Me, that's her favorite too.
Yep,
I
I
think Ray
got.
Ray's up there. That's one of my brother's favorite.
Yeah, Greninja's my second favorite Pokemon of all time. So I'm yeah,
Oh wow, is
I love my Goth Frog.
that a puppet?
No, it's a big ass plushie.
It almost looks like a puppet.
Yeah, it could be a puppet. Hello, I'm Greninja. I lick you.
No, thank you. I'm good. I walked right into that.
I'd rather freaking get licked by a Greninja than get licked by a freaking licked by a Lickitung.
Yeah.
Ugh. But yeah, blacks and reds are my favorite color schemes. So the tongue going full black, full red, and the body going black. It just really stand out to me. So that's why just Greninja has been like my favorite for pretty much since I figured out what its shiny looked like. And I was like, damn yes! And fun fact, when I finally got this shiny, it nearly killed me, literally.
Like your character or you?
When I was hatching for her and I was sipping on some water and I instead of doing the standard reaction, I actually choked on my water.
Okay. I thought it's bad. I was thinking like you were so excited you had a heart attack or something. I'm like, oh my god.
No, not like that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
For some stupid reason, I just couldn't, you know, drink.
That's fine. I inhale and drink and like breathe at the same time quite frequently. My text know to look out for it. So, it's cool. You did it by accident.
Hold on. You got a question from Raphael Savvy. How would you rank Shiny Eevee and its 8 evolutions 1 to 9 and why?
Oh, come on. Okay. I think Kenny's not in here, right? There's no Kenny in the chat.
I don't think so.
Okay, good, because no offense, but Jolteon's shiny kind of sucks. Uh, I don't really care for Jolteon's because it just you can't really see it. Same with Flareon, can't really see it. So they're kind of at the bottom. I don't like Espeons. Yes, it's different, but I think that they just turn anything purple into that ugly green, and so it's kind of at the bottom as well. Uh, got Umbreon at the top. Leafeon is also something you can't really see, so it's like kind of in. It'll be at the bottom three with the other ones you can't see, and then Espeon, because at least you can see it. I think second, I probably like Vaporeon, and then Sylveon, and then probably Eevee because you can see it, but it's not super super different. Like Eevee in the middle, and then bottom three that we just don't tell Kenny about. I don't care for it. Jolteon's his favorite, but like it's so hard to you can't really see it. It's above Flareon, but it's still in the bottom.
Okay, I think that solves that question. But speaking of evolutions, they have a lot of types. What's your favorite type?
Mm-hmm. I've always been a water trainer. I don't know why. Believe it or not, though, I picked Torchic as my first Pokemon when I first started playing Pokemon. I really liked it. I love my Blaziken. And then since
Kicking
then, I
chicken.
did all water starters, and then I did Tepig, all water starters, and then I did Fuecoco. Like I've always had water on my team, regardless. But then I've had
Fuecoco
those three
Nation.
fire Pokemon that they stood out.
I've always been drawn to the fire and water stars myself. I mean, let's see. Gen 1, grass. Gen 2, water, fire. Gen 3, fire and water. Just really
Mm-hmm.
depends. Gen 4, really only used fire. Gen 5, fire. Gen 6, water. Gen 7, I used actually I used fire and grass that generation. Gen 8, I used fire and water. Gen 9, I used fire and water. Even though I've come to hate Quaquaville. I hate that stupid peacock.
Yeah, I saw the evolution. I picked Fuecoco specifically because it looked the least stupid in its final evolution.
Yeah, Skeletors is
That
definitely a good one.
yeah, it looked the most like I guess appropriate for what it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
Um, and then my brother always claimed the grass type, and we couldn't have the same type, so there's that.
fair enough. But yeah,
But
for me it'd be dark types. I mean,
I
just look.
can see that with the black and the red. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, aside from the color schemes of it, but it's mainly because like I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I've had a pretty fucked up past. I've had some pretty nasty shit happen to me, and it kind of makes me
Mm-hmm.
feel at home with dark types because they have a bad rep and they have like troubled personalities and whatnot. But for me, I don't see it as like a troubled personality. I see it as like a troubled soul wanting to prove that they're strong enough. So that's where I kind of get the vibe from dark types. I don't see them as evil, even though they're literally called the evil type. Oh hey, look at that!
Nobody saw this coming.
Eh, we
Hi,
got a
Tom.
raid from the CRO of PokeNERDS Inc. Dragon Tamer Tom. Oh, my mic's off.
Yeah, that didn't work at all.
Tom, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, my CRO. But yo, Raiders, welcome in. Welcome to pokeNERDS Inc. We are a Pokemon podcast specializing in learning about what makes the guest the pokeNerd that they are. In the hot seat today is DrSavvy.
I'm Tom, guys. Blame Tom.
Blame Tom. Indeed, blame Tom. Looks like we gotta hydrate. You have something on hand?
I do.
Good deal. I'll take credit for this, Nodders. Indeed, take credit. Take all the credit you want, pal. You brought her in. You brought her in.
Mm-hmm. I'll see you tonight. Okay.
You're getting called out.
He is still expected to be up and stream this evening. Or.
You just got called out, boy.
I hope so. I really want the shamey.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
Everybody keeps saying that, and it still doesn't shine. It's because I have real hedgehogs. That's what I'm convinced. It's because I have real hedgies, and so I don't need the electronic one. I keep wanting it anyway. Like everybody I know's gotten it. I mean, poor Kenny. He took too many encounters. So he's the only person I feel bad for getting it technically before me, because he's still about 10,000 encounters over me. Everybody else, shame on all y'all.
Tom was spying on you guys. That's what I thought he was doing. That's what I thought he'd be doing.
Yeah, we knew that. It's okay. I was watching Tom's chat too anyway, just in case he did anything stupid.
Same here. It says I was a raider from his chat.
Mm-hmm. I was. Yeah, we know.
All right, let's move on to the next question. What is your favorite Pokemon game and why? And if you have a spin-off game you like, please list that as well.
So, my soul sits in the Sinnoh region. I am not talking about BDSP. I'm talking the original on the Game Boy Diamond and Pearl. Don't get me wrong, I love the first 3 gens, but the 4th one was just the one that my brother and I really played the most together, and I have the most memories with. Like, I think even as a kid, I still have like 200 hours of gameplay on the DS. Just playing with it, making the poffins, doing the different competitions, and just doing a lot of that with my brother. Not even doing like shiny hunting or any of that stuff, because we were like 10 or younger when that stuff came out. And so that's just the one that I have the best memories with the most. And so I love it. Like, everyone's like, oh, the Sinnoh region wasn't that great, or Diamond and Pearl's not good. Well, fluff, y'all. Like, it's the best. I absolutely love it. I think Sword and Shield comes in at a close second, just because it's what really got me back into Pokemon, and I enjoy it a lot. I like the Wild region. I have enjoyed playing with my friends. The games since then have just been kind of a bust. BDSP kind of killed a little bit of that joy for me. So I go back to the original. I still have my DS and my DSi, and I check in on my games. And I actually don't think I've been trying to figure out where my shamey is in that game the past couple of weeks. So I was like, I think I got it when I was a kid, and I can't find it. So I'm wondering if I never actually got it. And if I didn't, then I'm going to see if my DS has better luck than my Switch.
I feel you there. But did you feel like you got better joy out of Platinum than Diamond and Pearl, or did you not play Platinum?
No, my brother claimed Platinum, and so I didn't. I stuck with my Pearl game. That was back when, like, if he had something, I had the opposite, or we didn't get the same thing. Like, he got Diamond, I got Pearl. He got Emerald, so I got Sapphire. Like, we still do it to this day. Like, he had Sword, so I got Shield when I finally got my own game. He got Violet, I got Scarlet. Like, it's still just a thing. And so he had Platinum, and so I just continued to play my Pearl game. Well, he played Platinum, and I just kind of watched him.
I gotcha. But what about any spin-off? Have you played any of the spin-off games?
I've played a couple of different ones. Like, I've played like the new Pokemon Snap, and I've actually played quite a bit of I think it's called Pokemon Quest. It's the Tumble Blocks game on Switch.
Yeah.
That one's really fun because I can auto it or I can pick it. And no, I've got no shinies in that game either. But it's something that's like kind of mindless, and I can make the little curries while I'm doing my battles, and so that's probably one of the ones that's not like a main game that I've liked a lot.
I hear you. Well, for me, even though I'm a Gen 3 baby and
Mhm.
I love both the original Ruby Sapphire and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, my favorite
Okay.
Pokemon game is Black 2 White 2.
Okay. I like Black and White a little bit better than two. I felt like they remade that really fast.
Well, yes, but at the same time, they really lived up to the hype, in my opinion, that Black and White did, because
Mhm.
they entwined the story again with Team Platinum.
Mhm.
They brought back in a good manner the fusion of Kyurem and or Reshiram with Kyurem with Reshiram or Zekrom. That was something that was never seen before, so they finally did Pokemon Fusion. And on top of that, in my opinion, Hugh is the greatest rival in the history of Pokemon because he's not in this game. He's not in this game of catching and training for his own glory. He's in this because he wants to make sure you're strong enough to fight for his cause, which is to get back his sister's purloin. So yeah, huge match respect for Hugh. Got a wide variety of Pokemon available in that game. The only reason it's like I think the key factor as to why I have better memories with it than Black and White is because Gets This Hydreigon for the longest time was the biggest bitch I had ever faced. Like
All right.
back then I didn't know how to face that thing, and I was like, God damn, this thing is pissing me off. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, that underleveled Hydreigon pissed me off, but as I got to use Hydreigon in the later years, I'm like, yay, this thing's cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, we have a question. This is for both of us. I take it. Favorite shiny reaction on stream that wasn't a legendary or mythical. That's interesting.
R.I.P.
I think
Yeah.
for I think for me, I would say it was probably that's a good one. I think for me
Mhm.
it was my shiny Litten that I got in a shiny race because I literally pointed up and called it.
I saw that while I was like going through and I watched your uh I don't know, like, is it like an intro, like when you click on your
My
channel and it
my
just
channel
plays?
trailer.
Yeah, that. Like, I saw that, I was like,
Yeah,
because I've seen
it's
people, they put like a fake thing and it's not real, and like that actually, you could tell that you like were joking and then it was real.
yeah. I was just joking about it. And then it popped up. It's either that or my shiny Dragonite from the 151 shiny challenge.
Mm.
What about you?
I have a couple I can think of because I've only gotten the one shiny legendary, so that, I mean, that one is one of my favorites. But I think probably either my Wimpod or I did a challenge for the full odds Impidimp in Glimwood.
Uh huh.
It was right after I got Pukamuku off of my friend Glax because I got it before him, and I got like a bunch of phases with it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, do this full odds hunt," and so I did it. I did like 75 encounters that stream, and then immediately on the next stream, I was just sitting there and I was complaining. I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna send me to a full on hunt? Like, oh, get this!" Like, and then immediately I get it and it's blue, like the 76 one. And I was like, like, and it was still on my tablet, so it's so grainy you just hear me screaming. It was glorious, and now I was like, well, crap. What do I do for the rest of stream now?
I hear that.
Oh, I like that one a lot. Wimpot just tends to I just screamed really really high pitch, and so that one just tends to take people's ears out when it comes out on a shiny clip.
Yeah, I hear you there. But yeah, in terms of a spin-off game that I love, XD Gale of
Mm-hmm.
Darkness.
Okay.
Yeah, I played it on stream for the first time a few years back, and I really, really enjoyed it. Especially the fact that double battles were just a lot more intricate, and
Mm-hmm.
the characters and they did a lot of animations dirty. uh, like they made for example, like there was a scene where Electrode, when it faints, it looks like it has eyeballs popping out of it when it doesn't really have
Whoa,
eyeballs. So I just found that
I
extremely
completely forgot about
hilarious.
that.
And of course they made Lickitung absolutely putrid.
Yeah, see, I haven't played that game, but I've seen clips of that, and it's just kind of like nightmare fuel.
Yes, nightmare fuel. Let's call it that. Ugh. But let's divulge into the hateful side of Pokemon. So, what would you say is your least favorite Pokemon of all time?
Ugh. Mm, I don't know if I have like Pokemon that I like hate like with a passion. Well, actually, I take that back. I take it back. Stupid apples, stupid flies, and then breakfast is just ugly.
Wait, wait,
My
what?
stupid there a Masuda hunt for Applin took for freaking ever, and now there's a running joke that an apple a day keeps this doctor away because I just could not find the shiny version of it. It took forever. I went like double over odds. I also lost a shiny race with my friend Hizzy to get a cutie fly. He got it like 100, and then I went for over 1100. And then my computer shorted out when I actually got it, so you can't even see it in the clip of me actually getting the shiny. I was so PO'd. So I have like a grudge against those two. And then Rexus is just ugly. It's just ugly. Who made it? Why?
You're the fourth person who said they don't like Bruxfish. First it
It's
was
ugly.
like first it was Cybernetic Axis, then it was Typhlosion Tycoon, then it was Cheesecake
Oh yeah,
EXE, now you.
it's ugly.
But
Like I
out of
have
the
nothing against it, but ugh.
but like out of the three, which one would you say has like given you the most strife? Because reminder, whichever one you
The
don't,
apple.
which the apple.
It's the
Okay,
apple.
okay,
The
Applin.
end.
So I get the hunted green
Like
apple again.
no, Tom actually did make me hunt it again, but he gave me a cheat code on how to do it in Scarlet Violet, and it did actually shine, thank goodness. But you could not pay me enough money to shiny hunt Masuda that thing again, or just do it in Sword and Shield ever again. Like
Yeah.
I have a big girl job now. You can't pay me enough to do it.
Well, I
It's a
hate
cheat
me.
code.
You'll hate me for this, but I got a shiny Applin and 15 eggs.
My husband got one in 5.
Well, regardless, I have to
I
shiny hunt.
hate that stupid apple.
Well, regardless, I'm gonna have to shiny hunt the apple again because I don't know if you know, but I'm doing a series where I'm shiny hunting the least favorite Pokemon of my fellow PokeNERDS Inc. guests. So I'm gonna find a shiny apple with your name on it, literally.
Okay, you have to Masuda for it then again, and see if it like will treat you like it treated me.
Nah, it'll all depend on the wheels of fate.
Oh come on.
Like that's what I'm doing. Like your name will appear in a wheel and it'll spin. And
Mm-hmm.
then I have to decide the game via a wheel spin. Then I have to decide the method via a wheel
Ah.
spin.
So I'm doing something similar, except for the game was predetermined by Tom on his. He gave me a bingo board of things to hunt for, so I don't just get angry only doing the hedgie.
Uh huh.
So I picked the method, but I put everything on the bingo board on a wheel, and I just spin the wheel, and that's what I'm doing for that stream. So I don't have to just like, oh gosh, I'm going to the hedgie again 2 nights in a row.
I feel you there.
It helps having the wheel just like do it for you. Just makes it easier. Like, okay, this is what I'm hunting. This is how we're doing it. Moving on.
Yep. I got that Esper I'm gonna get to go to. You're in round 3, buddy. But I gotta make it out of round 2. Believe it or not.
Do you do until you like get it?
Nah. I'm in round 2 of the guests, and I have a few. I have like 4 left to go through.
Okay, so you're doing like
4
each
hunts.
season until you finish it, and then you move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're all rounded up via the new chronological order of the when they appeared. So he's in round 3. You'll be the first one in round 6.
Rip.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long while.
You
Yeah.
have a lot to go.
Yeah, I got a long way to go.
I was gonna ask which one he got for Turbo. Oh, that's awesome. He got that. No offense, but that makes me happy.
Yeah,
Well,
I got the monkey. I got the monkey for our brother. But believe it or not, my least favorite Pokemon is a dark type.
Which one?
Alolan Persian.
That's fair.
There's a lot more to it than just the way it looks. Trust me.
I didn't see a point for them making it.
There shouldn't have been a point, but they did anyway. My biggest beef with it is because before Piers and Marnie were a thing, the closest thing we ever got to a dark type gym leader was the Kahuna of Ula Ula Island, Nanu. And guess what? His stupid ace was that stupid cat. And I hate that because...
That was an ace?
Yes, that was his ace.
I skipped that game, so I haven't gone back to play it because I don't have the 3DS.
Yeah, well, that's his ace, and I hate it because I know there's a surplus of dark types in Gen 7, so he had to use an Alola Pokemon, but why couldn't he have just used Alolan Muck? It would have been a much better fight!
I can't skip Persian as an ace. Like, even like a regular Persian, like for a normal type gym or anything else, I don't see it as an ace. That seems really stupid for a choice.
Me neither. But yeah, then on top of it, a person that I shall not name made me shiny hunt the damn thing. And funny, the joke was on him. He paid 100,000 channel points. I got it in 192 eggs. So, fuck that stupid cat.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that cat can go to hell. That's the only cat I hate. I love cats, but that's the only cat that can go to hell.
Not Esper, though.
Nah, Esper's fine. Alright, what about your least favorite shiny Pokemon?
Probably Bruxish. It's just ugly.
You hate Bruxfish so much you think its shiny's ugly too?
Yeah, I don't really have any like deep, like angry, sentimental feelings. Like there's nothing angry that it brings back. It's just ugly. And then anything that you can't tell that it's shiny, just that category itself, like my least favorite evolutions for like a Garchomp. Anything that like it's so subtle that you have to squint, like the Picky Pack line, which is incredibly difficult on the Scarlet Violet. It made it this big.
The Pick-a-Peck's not bad. Pick-a-Peck turns from like orange to pink.
Oh, it's like a red, and it's just like this big. It's like it's like anything you can't really see that's not obvious. That whole category I hate because it does the shiny hunting community injustice. Like, well, we're looking for something that you can see, that you can tell what it is, and that like you can show off. Like, hey guys, I put in all this effort. Here's my really cool looking thing. It looks the exact same. So what's the point? What's the point?
Well, here's literally the shiny difference for shiny Charcadet, Armors, and Ceruledge.
You're wearing glasses under your glasses.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
These were solely these are solely gimmick. Like these things are like because of monitor glare. See how I got like monitor glare on my glasses? You guys can rarely see my eyes anyway, so I put these on.
I wear these glasses because the ones that are actually my good ones, their glare is so bad you can't see. Like it shines back at the camera.
I know.
These ones are like a little bit too small for my head because I've had them since 6th grade, but they're still the correct prescription. So instead, I just get it squeezed on my head so you guys can actually see my face.
Yeah, I hear that. But yeah, when I talk about this, I'm talking about the Charcadet, Armors, and Ceruledge line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our shiny is the worst. Yeah, no, nothing changes. I'm like, what's the point of making it shiny? Don't even bother making it shiny.
Yeah, well, nothing changes on the body. It's just the eyeballs that change. I'd rather take Garchomp's shiny than that one.
Yeah.
I'll take Regice's shiny over that, and I hated Regice for years.
That's also what you can't see it. It's all in the category of they need to redo it or make it better, but they're not going to.
Yeah, but when you dumb it down to a specific Pokemon, that's where it's like, all right, that's where it like dumbs down to me, because someone designed these shinies with the intention of them sucking, and I'm like, come on, these are some of the coolest new Pokemon you have introduced in Gen 9. Why are you making their shiny shit? Why did almost all of Gen 9 have such shit shinies? I don't understand it.
I wonder if they ran out of money.
I don't know why. I mean, who knows? But at the same time, it's like, hey, Yeah, shiny hunters.
Goldingo, yeah, Goldingo got it pretty bad.
Yeah, Goldingo got the worst. They had the perfect opportunity to give us the Silver Surfer, and they gave us the Silver Ring Boy. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, he's already a piece of cheese, so.
Cheese? I've never called him cheese.
It looks like string cheese.
I've never called him string cheese.
It looks like a piece of string cheese.
Okay, Scarlet and Violet have been a thing for nearly 2 years, and I have never I've never heard once it being called string cheese. That's a new one.
I don't have the card on my desk anymore, but like I got this stupid all art from Terrestrial Festival. It looks like a skateboarding string cheese.
What is the best starter Pokemon from Gens 1 to 9? Oh god.
Not fair.
Hey, I'll list it off. Best starter in my opinion, Gen 1 Bulbasaur, Gen 2 for Gen 2 Totodile, Gen 3 Mudkip, Gen 4 Chimchar, Gen 5 Tepig, Gen 6 Froakie, Gen 7 Litten, Gen 7 no wait Gen 8 Scorbunny, Gen 9 Fuecoco.
Wow, I agree with you on most of them. I like my Piplup over the Chimchar, but let's see, I think Bulbasaur is probably the best one, but I did really like I did love my Squirtle, I will say. I liked Torchic instead. That was I did take my water over fire. I will say Gen 6 Gen 6. I did love my Tepig in Gen 5, but Gen 6 and 7 I skipped, so I really don't know. I like Litten, but I hate its evolution. Like, it's literally it's an adult meme joke. Like, it's horrendous.
It's literally a heel in wrestling.
Yeah, it's like it gives me issues. The Torcat, I really hate. Like, I can't. I hate it very, very much. Like, that was awful. And then Gen 8, I love my Inteleon. I like it. I'm gonna stand by it. Even though my husband says it's too dramatic. And then I also really like the Fuecoco in Gen
9. Fuecoco Nation, day 1.
Mm-hmm. It is a string cheese. Thank you.
Still, I've never been heard it called that. But anyway, what about your least favorite type?
Fairy type. It wasn't like in my original games, and they changed a lot of Pokemon's typing. Like, it's fine. You make new Pokemon and make it that type. You do not go back and change the original typing from things that were normal type or anything else, and suddenly decide, oh hey, by the way, from now on it's fairy type, and you have to change the entire rules of the entire game. Absolutely not. I think there's no purpose of it. And I'm guessing that made you excited.
Yeah, because I hate fairy types too. I hate them too. They nerfed dark types when they didn't need a nerf.
No, yeah, just like I mean, if they introduced it, fine, but the way that they did it and everything they overwrote, I thought that it was really stupid.
Plus, on top of that, like, I hate the fact that the Granbull line specifically got the fairy type, because, like, nothing about them screams fairy type.
No, it's just the color.
Yeah.
It's because they were fairy colored.
Not just that, but from past guest experience, they tell me that that Granbull and Snubbull are literally classified as the fairy Pokemon.
What?
Like, literally, go to Cerebi, look at their Pokédex classification. They'll say that classification, fairy Pokemon.
That's stupid.
I know it's stupid.
It's a bulldog.
Yeah, it's a bulldog. Nothing about it says fairy. Nothing about it says fairy. It's just the colors. I don't like it.
Yeah. No, I didn't like the way that they did it, and the introduction of fairy types also came during my break off of Pokemon games. So I came back to fairy types, and I was like, "What the crap?" I was like, "So things that I was supposed to be effective against, I didn't know they were fairy types at that time yet." And I'm like, "What do you mean? What is this?" Like, they introduced it, they nerfed things, they changed things, all of my apps, and I was like, yeah. Not about it. Not about it.
Yeah, they nerfed Pokemon that I love so much. Spiritomb, finally gave it a weakness. They turned Hydreigon into fucking fairy types Pokemon's bitch. I hate to say it, but that's the truth.
Yeah. I don't see a point in them. So,
Bloody hell. Same here. All right. All right. What about your least favorite Pokemon game?
uh, hmm. Honestly, I wasn't overly thrilled with PLA. And I wasn't super like happy with BDSP. Um, like I don't really care for the chibi art. If everything had been the way that once you've encountered a trainer and you're in the battle, I love the artwork in the battle, but like the chibi art, I think is stupid. They could have done so much better for that. Yes, they kept the original part of the game the same, but they destroyed the underground. You can no longer sabotage because it's too mean, and you can no longer like have your own secret base. Like my brother and I, we would play for hours, like setting traps and seeing who could do what for each, like to each other while we were going around. Trying to, like it was just a prank war, and that's too mean and too, like I don't even know what's wrong with kids' mental health these days. Like it just you have to be babied and coddled, and they took like something like that's innocent, and they took that crap away, and that really pissed me off. Like why did you have to get rid of it? Like it's cool if they expanded the underground, like making those like interesting caves because I got to do some really cool events with friends out of it. And I'm like, okay, cool, sure. Expanding upon something fine, but to actually take away one of the core parts of the original underground really ticks me off in just a really not nice way. Let's see, Togepi, Igglybuff, Cleffa, over Hydreigon. Oh, knock it off, Tom.
Tom, 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 Tom. But yeah, for me, it's X and Y. The same gen that introduced fairy
Okay,
types.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it's not just that. I mean, that it was actually this was the first game where it was literally start the Pokemon hand holding.
Oh yeah, just like now you get multiple XP for like people are like, oh my gosh, it's taking so long to grind. Like, oh, my whole team isn't leveling up the same rate. You just have to grind for hours each individual Pokemon. Like, what are you talking about?
Exactly. So we got that, and plus Megas just broke the game. They made it too easy, giving you a
Yeah.
freaking Mega Lucario as a gift. It's like, come on, that thing is freaking
Oh.
has a base stat of over 600 and has adaptability, so its stab is twice the norm. It's like, what are you kidding me? Plus, on top of that, the one thing I say that I stand by, no matter what anybody else says, Diantha is the single worst champion we have ever had, and that's beating out Gita. I hate Diantha for one specific
Why?
reason. She is not a memorable presence in the game, and she
Mm-hmm.
has only 5 boxes of dialogue if you don't go battle her again.
But that's it.
That's it. She has 5 scenes where you speak to her, and that's it. If you do not re-challenge her, ugh,
Huh.
she's a
Huh.
champion that's not in her game. It's stupid.
I can see that.
Yeah, at least Gita is a notable presence in Scarlet and Violet.
Mm-hmm.
Diantha is not.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I thought Gita was kind of stupid as well. And then the fact that they also made it Nemona. Like, after you become the champion, you have to now beat Nemona. And I'm like, what kind of baloney is this?
Hey,
That
I
I thought
actually
was like I thought it was side stupid. I'm like, so there's multiple champions in the game. You're not actually a champion. Like,
like Nemona wasn't that bad. Like Nemona wasn't a bad trainer at all. Nemona wasn't bad at all.
no, she was fine as a trainer. I just thought it was really stupid that after you became the champion, that you weren't actually the champion. That now you're actually sharing the crown with another student. I'm like, oh,
Exactly. It,
silly.
like they just like ruin like the concept of being a full blown champion of the region. It's just like you're
Yeah.
not really a champion.
Now
You're
you're
just
you're just somebody with a school title. Like,
yeah. That's just kind of like where it goes to at that point.
yeah, that like I thought Nemona's battle was good. I just thought that they just kind of killed the idea of being the Elite Four champion.
Yeah. Okay, so take us back in time and let us know what was your very first experience with Pokemon. Like what was the first thing you knew? like like I see you giggling, so what's the story with that?
My brother was he was taking a game from a friend, and it was brand new. It was Sapphire, and my brother was
Ooh.
taking a shower, and he was just letting me like he said I could play on it while he was taking a shower, and that's back before multiple save files, right? I started a new game, and I don't remember how far he was, but I started a new game on his Sapphire, and I hadn't made it past like the first gym, and my brother comes out and he's like all like showering, like comes sits next to me on the couch. He's like, okay, so what are you doing? Thinking I'm just like battling on like with his character or whatever, and he sees my combustion because he had picked. He always goes for the grass type. He always goes for the grass type, and he's like, what is this? I was like, it's my Pokemon. Like he told me to play. And he's like, you wiped my game. And I'm like, what? I was like, no, I picked a new file. What do you mean? And he got so lucky. I hadn't hit save once. And so he immediately just cleared my playthrough and checked to make sure that his was still there. And it was because I hadn't hit save once. But he just was so pissed. He didn't let me touch it again for a hot minute because he thought that I just completely wiped all his progress. So that was my first time I ever played Pokemon.
Okay, this is hands down my favorite. This is now my new hands down favorite origin story of your first experience with Pokemon. That is what takes the cake. Oh my god.
Yeah. Like he was so mad.
Oh
yeah.
god.
That's pretty much what his face looked like. He was so pissed. He's like, what is this Pokemon? What did you do? Like he was like so red faced and angry because he thought that I just completely just like wiped his brand new game. I'm like, I thought that because on different things you could have multiple save files like on other games, not Pokemon. I was like, that way I didn't touch his stuff, and I didn't know not touching his stuff meant clearing it all.
Nope, that's not how that worked back in the day. Well, you got your start out in the games. I got my start out in the anime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I started off watching the three episode cassette tape, and yes, I'm that old for those of y'all who are still so young who don't know what VHS tapes are.
Oh boy.
We got another hydrate.
Player. I had a cassette player. We had VHS tapes. I'm older than I look. It's okay.
But yeah, VHS tape of 3 episodes of Pokemon with Pokemon Shipwreck, the Isle of Giant Pokemon, and Tentacool and Tentacruel. Which, fun fact, for those that don't know, that is now a banned episode in the United States only.
Is that the one because of Misty in the bathing suit?
No, that's that one's banned. That one's banned all over the world for various reasons. But we're talking about the one where the giant Tentacruel comes into play.
Ah. All right.
I just felt it hurt. Several of my bones crack. You want to talk about cracking? I can't take it. You don't like. I take it you don't like cracking knuckles.
No.
My apologies.
It's okay. My technicians will just come up behind me and
go. But yeah,
I am the subject of their banter. It's cool.
I see. But yeah, I just really liked the TV show, and then I learned about the Pokemon card game, and then I started actually playing games. First game I played was actually Sapphire, so that's where we got that in common. But yeah, that's where my origin story of Pokemon comes from. How just 3 episodes of Pokemon snowball into the nerd that I am.
I don't remember when I started watching the anime. We weren't allowed to watch a whole lot of TV growing up, and that stuff was bad, uh, according to my parents. So I had very strict upbringing, so I don't even remember. I had to go back and like rewatch Indigo League. I couldn't watch that stuff like when it actually came out. I think I
Yeah,
got to
I
play
hear
the
you.
games before I was allowed to watch the TV. Weird.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay, so next up in the show is the emote elaboration. So, do you have any Pokemon themed emotes you can show us?
Of my own or just ones of
Of your
some?
own.
Yeah, I can do the
Yeah,
scrolling thing.
yeah, show us
Let's
some of your
see.
Pokemon themed emotes and explain like why they're a thing.
Okay. So I've got a couple of shamies because shame. I've got just treats. My friend designed that one for me, and the good night one because it was just really cute.
No.
Um, let's see. This one is for my friend Love Me. I forget what she did that she earned an emote, but the shiny Lucario line is one of her favorites, so she wanted an eye rolling one of that up for my channel. These are ones that my friend Neko made. It's really cute for lots of hugs because I like to say hugs in chat. So those are ones that she made that were free.
Oh,
Um,
those are cool.
let's see that one. So that's our shiny luck emote. The shiny Bullpix was the first shiny I ever got on stream. That's where
Ooh.
that came from. The Charizard is my husband's favorite Pokemon, so I made him that one. And then I've got some Eevee emotes as well, just because Eevee is one of my favorites. And so I've got one that's just like essentially I've got a facepalm one and just like a sigh one I use quite a bit with the friends that I hang out with. I've got a band hammer and a heart of Eevees that my sister-in-law made for me.
Oh, poor Eevee.
Yeah, I think that's all. That's a hedgy. Yeah, the rest of them are just things of my pets.
I feel ya. I got a lot of emotes themed after Obstagoon, so I'll just pop them all off right now. Whether it's Obstagoon or Galarian Zigzagoon, those are the ones that I have themed off of Obstagoon. So I got standard Obstagoon emote. I got my hype, shiny hype. Got rage. I got jammin. I got
Yeah.
I got my Obsta Piers, which is Obstagoon Piers fused together, and like my baby demon Galarian Zig biting onto a heart.
Oh, that's really cute though.
Yeah, it's really cute. There's let's see, there are some ones I don't have themed after Dark type Pokemon. Let's see, those are this one. Let's see, and this one. Oops, nope. And this one. There we go. I have a history with a Alolan Vulpix. I have history with Alolan Vulpix, so I have a chill emote with the my shades.
Mhm.
I love Annihilate, so I just have like oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ow.
oh god. Jeez, I just punched myself in the nose.
I heard that.
Oh
Are you
god.
okay?
I'm fine. Oh my god. God, why do I do this to myself?
Ow.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
But anyway, yeah, monkey. So I just have like a monkey themed emote. And
Yeah.
just like how you said Vulpix
Mhm.
was your first on screen shiny, Reggie Drago was my first on screen shiny, so that's why my lucky emote's Reggie Drago.
Nice. That makes sense. That's a good one to have as your first shiny on stream. That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Surprisingly, I got it at 2,221 encounters.
One away from really cool twos, but
Yeah. I got these two that are animated. My Banhammer, Hydreigon, my Zorua Giggle. I love those ones. This one's one of my personal favorites. Pride Tomb.
Oh my gosh, you made it all the colors.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool. That's really well done.
Yeah, it's a little fever dream I had. Best epic fail on stream that wasn't technology, stream OBS included. Well, actually, there's actually a funny story I like to tell. There was one there. I was doing a playthrough of Pokemon Insurgents, and all of a sudden, this giant black hornet just flew right past my face in front of the camera onto the wall, and I spent like the next like few minutes trying to kill that thing with my shoe on my hand, and just being batshit scared out of my mind because I was trying to kill this stupid hornet. Finally, I did, and it was like, and I was like, well, that's a highlight for the record books, and it is. If you guys want to, if you guys actually want to see that, exclamation point hornet in the chat, you'll be able to watch that. Well, what about you?
Oh gosh. So most of my fails are technology based. Not gonna lie. Or just me being me. Um, there's one that stands out that I don't think I ever got a clip made of it because I managed to hit the BRB screen. But I thought my mic was muted. Because I got a raid, and when I get raids, I tend to bring out a hedgie because I like to welcome people with a hedgie.
Aww.
And I went to go get one of my hedgehogs, and the hedgehog was missing.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so I thought I had hit the mute button, and I could when I went back and watched the VOD, you could just hear me going, "Nugget's missing. Where's Nugget? I can't find Nugget. Mom, come here. I can't find Nugget. He's out of his cage." And most of the hedgies are just in tubs, like the clear plastic tubs, because they're really easy to clean and sanitize, and they're soft on their little feetsies. And I had draped a little towel over part of his because it was super bright in there, and they're nocturnal. And he had managed, I guess, to Rapunzel like his way out of there with the towel and was gone. And I'm like, "Where's Nugget?" And you can just hear me crashing around, moving, trying to find Nugget. I found him. He hadn't made it out of the room yet. He was like completely on the other side of the room underneath a pile of like shirts or something. And I get back, I'm like, "I have Nugget," and thinking that nobody heard anything. But everybody heard that my hedgehog was missing.
Wow.
I'm like, well, shoot. But so there's no clip because there's no proof of me panicking, but it happened. Yeah, Seth was around. Seth knows.
I also forgot this one.
The mealworm thing. Oh yeah. Oh, I think I inhaled a mealworm at some point. Nugget. Oh, yeah. I will. I will say that Nugget has since passed. He passed last week, but yes. Yep. Yeah.
But yeah,
I
also
forgot
had
I
that.
inhaled mealworms. That was horrible. Oh my gosh, they were up my nose.
Yeah, well, at least it's better than eating a scorpion.
Why did you do that?
Because I got a crap ton of bits.
That's why I dyed the hedgehog, so.
Yeah, well, I'm a Scorpio, so I was like, Scorpio eats scorpion.
Ugh. That was a mistake.
Yeah, literally the claws were like chewing on glass.
Ew, wait, you ate the whole thing?
Yeah, I hate the whole thing. It wasn't alive, obviously, but it was like a dehydrated black scorpion for like $20, and I'm like, God, what is this thing?
You paid $20 for that? Oh gosh, no thanks.
Yeah, it was stupid, but it was something that I did.
I mean, down here you can buy those things. You can either buy them in like little bags, or you can buy the lollipops that have them. Because I'm in South Texas, so we get all the freak Mexican candy down here.
Yeah.
And they love those scorpion lollipops. It's disgusting.
Some people just like eating bugs, and it's just, I don't know. It just screams out to them.
No, not for me.
Yeah, not for me either.
We all do. Hey, everybody.
All right, I think it's time to move on to the next category, shared experiences. So we're gonna play some clips for you guys, so you guys can see some of our best moments, or some of our moments that we really like. So excuse me, this is gonna look a little.
Warning.
Don't worry, I'll put a
headphone warning.
Yeah.
I'm,
Yeah, just
I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
All right, so forgive me. This is gonna look a little funky. There we go.
That's cool.
So this is your first clip that you sent me. I take it this is your shiny Palkia reaction. So as I said, headphone users beware. Let me
Yeah.
hold on, let me change this really quick. So change windows to this one. Live. Okay, now we can watch it at the same time. All right. You weren't even using an actual desk chair, and I find that like commendable.
Yeah.
But I never actually attempted this hunt, so kudos to you.
I don't know why I decided to do it, but I did, and then my luck has been crap since. I'm paying for it every day.
Like I said, sometimes you get those lucky moments, right? My snapper's broken. You'll get those lucky moments where you get the shiny like that, but then you have to you get a slow burn for shinies. But don't worry, you'll get your shiny soon. Okay, let's watch this one. I take it.
Oh yeah. This was a fun hunt. I enjoyed this hunt. I'm trying to convince Tom to do his hunt this way, not Masuda. It was fun to sneak up on them.
Xurkitree is actually a really cool shiny for what level of an odd mon it is, if I'm being completely honest. Shiny Wimpod! It's shiny! It's shiny! It's shiny! It's shiny! Also, Doc, when are we getting coffee? Dude! Message me Oz. Sub goal. Maybe we will do a...
I just love that little dance. It's shiny! It's shiny! It's shiny! It's shiny! Some of the best moments you'll never know until you freaking have it, you know?
Yep. That was right after the Impidimp, so I was really happy about it.
Ooh, 11,600. That was a little bit ago.
Yes, it was. Which one was this? Oh, yeah, this is my first stream from this year. I was like, I should do one that's a little bit more current.
But yeah, let's see about this one.
Like, I want this to be... Wait. This one looks a little different. Fluff, yeah! Oh, yeah! That's right! This is gonna be the year of shinies and Savvy's channel!
I'm so cringy.
Fluff, yeah!
Fluff, yeah?
I don't cuss.
You don't cuss?
No.
Well, you're free to cuss here if you want to.
People tell me that a lot. I don't. My parents raised me not to, and somehow it stuck with me, even though they both gave it up, and my brother went into the military, so you can see how that went.
Okay.
So, you know, instead I say, like, holy heifer, fluff, yeah, like, and it makes it funnier. It's memorable. So there.
Oh, we got another hydrate. We got another hydrate. All right. You got to yours. Now let's go to mine. This one's one of my most recent. This one's one of my most recent ones.
Beefy the Miner.
Yeah, you see, this is my co-leader of Team Yell, and his least favorite Pokemon was actually a Namorous, so I couldn't shiny hunt that. So he's like, give me something else, and he's like, do Fio, and I'm like, ah, fuck, because I ducked this hunt for the longest time because I didn't want to do it, so I'm like, all right, so this is how, like, the wheels landed on Scarlet and Violet, so that's the, like, it's only available via Masuda, so, you know.
Okay. I swear replacements are so casually on brand. Oh, I appreciate that.
Vector makes it easy to stick to my fitness goals.
Yo!
See, Shiny Feeling is also
Shiny
one where it's
Field
really
Egg
fun.
91! Holy crap!
Wasn't expecting that.
I can see that.
Yo! Based on baby! Yo!
Was your friend mad you got it so
We're
fast?
already done with hunt
No.
number 1 in round 2! Let's get it!
If anything, he was ecstatic because I knew that there was a lot more hunts I did. Fun fact, no people probably don't know about this. I actually got 2 of them because I collected about 300 eggs for the hunt. So I found another one in the leftover eggs.
Lucky you.
Yeah. Then came the frickin' Passimian at 1028. And normally I get my shinies within the first 300.
What's that like?
Feels pretty damn good. Sorry.
R.I.P.
All right, so this is a phase for a hunt I was doing, and like you could just see the surprise on my face.
Oh, what the hell?
Plus, this clip had my boy in it, so
What the hell? We just started hunting, and I phased again. This time on a Munna. What?
Dominic.
Like what?
I was going for a Galarian Linoon, and frickin' I phased earlier on a Mincino, and now I phased on a Munna. This was literally 20 minutes into stream.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that happened. And this hunt happened right after I got the Applin egg.
Mm.
And this was back when I was almost at 15k for Darkrai.
Ouch. Stupid apple.
Are you kidding me? Oh,
Wait, seriously?
what?
You got 2 back-to-back in under 20?
What?
Yep. Actually, this egg was a single digit.
Are you serious right now?
That's your first one?
This
No.
This has gotta be a joke. This has gotta be some sort of sick joke.
My goodness.
This was egg 8.
Oh my word. I thought it says 10 on the screen.
Whole time my music cut out.
Or you had counted early.
What the actual hell?
Like when I'm doing Masuda hunts with a reset hunt, I count a 5 because it hatches 5 at a time. So I don't do it like after each individual egg. So I just
Okay.
count it up 5 at a time. But it was
Then
8
under
eggs. So in this stream, it was all Masuda luck because I got Squirtle at 1132, Applin at 15, and then Poplio at 8.
Masuda has never been that kind to me.
But I will say this, I'm only the Masuda king of Sword and Shield. Oh crap.
That's still good though.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
I'm only the Masuda king of Sword and Shield, nothing else.
Oh.
All right, so aside from, you know, the moments that we've had on screen, what kind of Pokemon moments can you share that you've had off screen that are pretty memorable, whether they've been like, you know, meeting people via Pokemon or doing Pokemon related things, just like if you got some, you know, some short, if you got some war stories, give us some war stories.
I mean, most of what I've done off stream is still like in other people's streams. Like when I'm doing stuff like usually in Tom or Kenny's stream. And I don't do a lot of my shiny hunting off stream just because I honestly don't have that much time between being at like in school and then now being an actual veterinarian. Dear Lord, I was like, oh, I have more time to do stuff. I'll be less tired. Wrong. So most of what I do is on stream these days. I like hanging out in like people's chats, like off streams, like when I'm not on camera. It's really relaxing. And like the biggest stuff off, like when I'm not in stream and I've been in other people's streams, it's been really, really good for me. Like making a lot of friends or having people that like have been walking with me through all of like the worst years in my life. And that have just been there like the entire time, or just been really calming voice, like just to keep going, to keep studying, or just be there after a really long, hard day. Like even if I'm not playing Pokemon, just like being in like that space, like even though we're all like separated and not like anywhere close to each other across, not just like, Texas, which is big enough on its own, but across this country and other countries around the world, it's been like a really good thing just getting to be in and be a part of the Pokemon community, whether I'm on stream or not. And I very much always attribute the fact that I've actually been able to live up to my name and become a doctor to the people in this community very much. And people are like, oh no, that was you, that was your hard work. I'm like, my mental health wasn't good enough to put in this hard work without you guys. Like it really wasn't. And that's been the best part of the community is y'all's help, like just with life.
Yeah, I can't say that enough. I mean, like I said before, some of the greatest people I've ever met in my life are thanks to Pokemon, and like like for example, like last last weekend I was up visiting my friend Vera, and she was one of the people that I met via Pokemon, and it was really nice finally getting a chance to hang out with her, because like the first time I met her, she and I were at a tattoo shop because she was getting like a big thigh piece on her, big thigh piece done. And like it just gave us a time to like, we decided to give us a time to genuinely hang out that wasn't involving a tattoo table. So I'm like yeah, it's also good because it's also good because there like for me personally, last year wasn't really great for me because I lost both my boys, and my mental health took a massive nosedive, and there wasn't a lot of people, and I found out like practically through the Pokemon community that who was there for me at my darkest hour and who wasn't. So it just Pokemon just bringing so many people together in ways you didn't think of before, because like when I started my Twitch channel, like I didn't know who I would meet through this platform, and I didn't know who I'd wind up being friends with. But it's just awesome to see that I can not only become people's friends on this platform, but also just become a good friend to other people in general outside of like just the Pokemon community and Twitch streaming. It's just it's just great. I mean, there's no other words to describe it. It's just really awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I've made better friends on this platform than I've made mostly in person throughout my whole life. Like for goodness sake, the Tom and Kenny, the first time I met them in real life was at my rehearsal dinner because they were both at my wedding.
Oh.
Like,
really?
but I say these people are like, some of the best people in my life. I mean, like, they flew down from DC and from Canada all the way down to Texas to be in, like, stand up for me and my husband at our wedding. And so that was the first time I met them in real life. And they were like, hey. And I realized how tall Tom actually is.
How tall is he?
He's like taller than my husband. He's like 6'4" or something like that. It's crazy. He looks like
so you're taller than me, Tom?
He's tall. He's huge. I had no idea. And I'm gonna get beat up for that later, but whatever. But just like they're awesome people, and I mean it. Like they're amazing.
Oh, Tom's 6'3". Then I'm 6'3". Yeah. He could stand eye to eye with me.
Yeah. I was wearing boots. I made him buy boots to be in the wedding. Everybody had to be in boots.
Boo. My feet are too wide. My feet are too wide for cowboy boots.
We make all sizes down here.
I don't know. I've always been a lace-up boot kind of guy.
I love me a good combat boot too.
Yeah, but yeah, a good chunk of my Pokemon moments have happened on screen because a lot of notable moments didn't happen. The platform community is the only reason I'm going as strong as I am. I really don't think I would be where I am if I hadn't met Savvy. Aw, that's awesome, Seth.
I love you too.
See, it's also viewers like you that make our lives so meaningful because we didn't think
Yeah.
like we don't think like as streamers it's hard to think that it's hard to like grasp the idea that we are a part of their lives in one way or another, and it's also a two-way street because just how we are a
Yeah.
part of their lives, they are a part of our lives, and it just means so much that we just give each other so much love and support that it's just
Mhm.
it's just amazing.
Yeah, definitely a lot. Like, especially when I was going through school and I actually had a more consistent schedule. I'm finally back on a consistent schedule. 'Cause for a while, it was really up in the air because I was working 7 days a week with 2 jobs. Bad idea. Don't do it, guys. Especially when each shift is 12 hours. Um,
Ugh.
but like specifically on like weekend days, like on Fridays, consistently success would be like in stream, like before I even hit the live button. I'm just like somebody actually wants to like hang out. Like this is so cool. Like it meant a lot that the way that I feel about people on stream, like I can make that similar difference, like make their day a little bit better, and that they look forward to hanging out together. You know, it's a really cool thing to be on both sides.
I hear that. I mean, heck, a good chunk of the moments that I've had are on the back of this wall right here because freaking like I said, I was in the 151 shiny challenge first, but with Nomi and Nerd Out, and
Yeah.
getting that Dragonite was definitely a memorable moment. Like I was actually like the moment was so memorable that Nerd Out actually posted the clip on their official Twitter channel. I mean Twitter page, and I'm like, holy crap! They're giving me a spotlight. Oh my god! Thank you.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. I would one thing I would love to do, like I know I like it like how with PM7's like doing his like generation challenges. I would love to be in the Gen 5 challenge because Gen 5 is one of my favorite gens. It has some of my favorite Pokemon, especially favorite shiny Pokemon, so I would love to be in that challenge. At PM7, if you're looking for more people, my DMs are open. Or should I say, if you ever need recruiters, have somebody contact me. Okay, so normally at this point in the interview, I would talk about Pokemon news, but like I said, like I was saying in the last few podcasts, it's been kind of dry with Pokemon news. But the only thing we can really do is speculate things about Pokemon Day. So, what would you like to see Pokemon news-wise on Pokemon Day? What would you like to see?
My expectations are so low, it's not even funny. Like to be completely honest, I don't want them to rush into anything and be like, "Oh, we're gonna get Legend Za at like this point in the game," or like by the end of the year. I want them to take their time and like give us a later date that we're like that might make people mad. Like I want it now, or I want like why are you making us wait so long? I want them to actually do it right and like be honest about how far whatever game's in production is in production. So it's not so freaking buggy like Scarlet and Violet because I think they rushed it and they had too many bugs and they're not addressing it. And so I'd like them to take their time with this game. I'd rather see a later start date or just have like some interesting shiny events going on in the games we do have. And don't try and rush this next one. I want it to be a good one. PLA kind of sucked to me. I'd rather their next Legends game not suck quite so bad. So my expectations very low. I don't want them to give us something that's going to end up being a bust. A Gen 10 release. If they give us a Gen 10 release, I'm just Mike will be dropping. I'm just gonna walk away. I'm like, nope, we're not ready for Gen 10. We're not ready for Gen 10. Gen 9 was too bad. I'm not ready for Gen 10.
I'm not ready for Gen 10 either. I would love to see, like,
Pokemon
I would
Day
love
last
to.
year, they said 2025, right? But they're gonna rush it.
Yeah, like give it, like wait to the end of the year to give us PLZA, just to make sure you work out the bugs. But I would
if
love
they do that for Christmas, like, it's gonna be hard to purchase. You're gonna have to get like the digital version. You're not gonna be able to find it in stores if it's at Christmas.
Like we don't know also we don't know also if it's going to be the last Pokemon game for the main Switch or if it's going to be the first title on
Mm-hmm.
the Switch too. That's the thing. Like that's the biggest thing everyone's speculating right now. Is it going to be the
Mm-hmm.
final title for the Switch 2 or is it going to be the first one? But if it's not the first one, it's either going to be Gen 10 or Gen 5 remakes that are going to be the first for
Mm-hmm.
the Switch 2. That's what I'm speculating.
Have we found out if the Switch 2 game cartridges are going to be compatible with the current Switch? Like, you know, how, like the DS and
Yeah, it's
DSi were, but
yeah,
3DS wasn't?
it has reverse compatibility, so you could play Switch games on the Switch too.
Okay, what about Switch 2 games on the Switch?
I believe that's not a thing.
That sucks. 'Cause I don't want to have to buy another console. I'm happy with my Switch. Will I
Yeah,
anyway? Probably, to keep up with the content creation and crap and still play with my friends. But does it take me off a little bit? Yes.
I could write it off as a tax write-off.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can, but like, it doesn't change my taxes that much. Oh my word, that I have to do all that soon. It's so complicated with my student loans and crap.
Yeah, but
No, yeah, no.
yeah, one thing I would love to see that we probably won't see is finally seeing some legacy content on the Switch. Like
Mm,
for example, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald.
I'd love to play
I
that.
want to do a
That would be
classic. I
awesome.
want to do a classic jet. I want to do a full Oz Rayquaza hunt. Damn it!
Why?
Because it's my second favorite shiny, my favorite legendary, and I said that if I had the capacity to do it, I would want to do it.
But full odds.
I found 2 full odd shiny Celebi in Crystal in within the span of 2 days. Within 500 resets.
I mean, most of my best shiny luck has been with full odds, I will say, but like it's still like setting up for each. Anytime you set up a full odds hunt, it's daunting, and then this shamey one has just killed it.
Yeah.
I would like to do like I'd like to go back to the old games, like on the Switch. I think that would be really fun. I don't think we're gonna get that. I think their focus is elsewhere, but that would be really cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's a fever dream I would like to happen.
They're probably gonna give us some more random crap in Cafe Remix, like they always do in Pokemon Sleep.
Yeah.
And then I've been hearing whispers about getting some free packs in the TCG Pocket.
Yeah,
Like
I still don't play it. I
okay,
still
cool.
don't play it.
I finally cracked and decided to do it because my husband does it, and then Tom and Kenny do it. My brother does it. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? It costs me no money, and I did get to. I pulled a Shamey card that's really pretty that I haven't had to pay for. So I'm like, okay, sure. I don't like. I'm not like the moment my pack's ready. Do I open it? No, 'cause I have a life. Like again, I work 12-hour shifts. Like but like it's cool. It's fun to look at the cards I didn't have to actually pay for. You know, it's not one that I would hunt in real life, but it's cool to have it on my phone. Like, okay, cool.
Fair enough.
Aka opens for free, yeah. Like, you know what? It's cool. So I'm enjoying it more than I expected to. I thought it was gonna be kind of stupid, but I'm like, okay, too bad.
All right, so we reached the end of the show, and what I like now is for the guests to basically at this point what I like is for you to say to jeez, I can't speak English for some reason. Are there any
Hard.
goals? Are there any goals, content creation wise, that you would like to achieve, or projects you would like to get started and get done in 2025 or whatnot? So if there's anything you got planned coming up or a goal you want to achieve by the end of the year, let us know.
First of all, I would like to stop having to hunt Shamey. I would like to finally finish the stupid hedgehog hunt. I would like my hedgehog. Please and thank you for whoever is listening that can grant this to happen.
No worries, you'll
Uh,
get it.
yeah, I'll see you in 2026. I'm working on a bingo board that was made for me that so I can hunt for the different evolutions and different pets. And I want to complete that for 2025, as those are all of my goal Pokemon for 25. And right smack in the center of it is Shamey. So I can't complete either goal without the stupid hedgehog. Those are my biggest like hunting goals. And I think just continuing to actually stick to the schedule now that I've created, so I can really get back into being a dependent time in person for the community on Sundays and Mondays. Because I have been so off of like having a schedule that people are just like, I don't know when Savvy's going to show up. She may show up this week, she may not. We may not see her for a month. Who knows? I'd like to get back to being really consistent for everybody. And so those are my hunting goals, and then just my personal life, get my crap together goals.
Those are good goals to set for yourself. Definitely. I would say I would like to try to stay consistent with my schedule, because lately I haven't been really consistent with the weekday streams, and that's where like I do better on the weekends, like because I'm streaming at 6 o'clock at night, so I tend to get more. I tend to be a little bit more energetic come the weekdays, so I want to try and put more of my effort into the weekday streams, and after I finish my shiny lock in Sea Glass, what I want to do is I'm going to dive back in. I'm going to restart and start again my platinum randomizer Nuzlocke, because that was like the first.
Oh.
What?
Ouch! My brother went through that. I watched him struggle so hard. Renegade Platinum?
No, platinum randomizer Nuzlocke.
Oh, he did a randomizer of Renegade.
Well, I didn't. Well, this is just
regular.
Well, this is just standard platinum.
Okay, because I'm like, I watched him go through Renegade Platinum. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I haven't tried Renegade Platinum, so I want to try and get that. I want to get that Nuzlocke in the record books and done and over with, and just continue to shiny hunt and do my thing, and just continue to just continue to have fun, be an advocate for mental health, and just be good friends with the people that I've met, and also be there for my friends when I need them.
Mhm. So I'm pretty easy, or was I? Yeah, I bet you were lucky. My brother went. It was tough. I think he took only 5 retries though. You should try one of the harder ones then if you like doing the Nuzlocks, but I don't. I suck at them. I'm a grind it and have a overleveled Pokemon to go into the gym to win, as opposed to like strategizing. I try to bulldoze.
I hear you.
So Nuzlocks are hard for me.
Fair enough. Okay, so here's where I need your help. Yeah.
Okay.
The rule is the guest chooses the raid. So where are we gonna raid out to today?
Oh, let's see if it was actually live. That's the question. Let's see.
Well, see who's live, and we'll raid out to whoever you want, regardless of what they're playing.
Let's see. Actually, a friend of mine that you mentioned earlier, Ty's on. We can go say hi to him.
Who?
He's doing Stardew, but Typhlosion Tycoon.
Oh, Typhlosion Tycoon? Yeah, he's actually been on the show before.
Yeah, it's like you mentioned him before. He's on. We can go raid Ty.
Okay, you got it. We can raid Typhlosion Tycoon.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Okay, I'll get that set up. Okay. Members of chat, if you are subscribed to my channel, the Poké Network, you can use this raid call. If you are not subscribed to my channel, the Poké Network, you can use this raid call. I'll give you all a moment to copy and paste.
There's a Pikachu eating ramen emote. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a Twitch Global one. But
that
hey.
One's so cute.
Yeah, I think it's cool. But hey, before we kick off for today, Savvy, I want to thank you again for taking the time out of your day to sit down with me and let me pick your brain on what makes you the Poké nerd that you are, and being a part of the Pokemon community in general. We're glad to have you.
Really, thank you. I'm glad that you guys had a good time. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Don't worry, we had a great time. But I'm going to officially start the raid. And what is your normal raid call? Like, what's your normal outro? Like, do you have a normal outro you like to say before you kick off a show?
Nope, it is very random. Hopefully I usually make it and find my outro screen. I say, bye, I love you, and I actually make it. It's very chaotic, just like me.
I hear you. Well, I normally say I want to thank y'all again for choosing the back alley as your place to hang out today. Stay safe, stay strong. I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care, you nerds. But in honor of the True Turbo, I like to remind you guys to stay safe, stay rocking, stay true to yourselves. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys later with another episode of PokeNERDS Inc. But from all of us here at PokeNERDS Inc., thank you all for tuning into this show, and we will see you all again soon. So take care, y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.